Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick demo on a gadget, on a building gadgets add-on mod that I'm working on. So if we go on to CurseForge and we look for building gadgets, we see building gadgets, which is a great mod that I use on my worlds and servers. If you scroll down a little bit, you see my gadget, and I probably could have named it better. When I made it, I just picked building gadget 2 GUI. But it's not a GUI for everything. It's just for the copy and paste tool. I got a bunch of screenshots, and I try to do the same screenshots here that I have on the GitHub page. But basically, this is a GUI for saving your schematic. I'm just going to say BG2 for the main mod, but by default, it has a template manager block, which you can manage your schematics in the world. But I wanted to have a GUI in a way to save my schematics onto the disk so that I can reuse things in different worlds. And so this kind of solves that problem. Yeah, so let's go ahead and launch it, and let's just walk through the features in the mod. And so I'm running Minecraft 1.21.1, and I'm running this Neoforge version 21.1.271. The only reason why I'm running 1.21.1 is because building gadgets 2 that's the latest supported version. Make this a little bit bigger. All right. So here I'm in a brand new world that I created a couple of days ago, I think yesterday, just to test some things. And you have to excuse my moving around the world. I have my microphone right in front of my face just so it sounds better. So it's a little bit hard to see, but we'll work with it. It's just, this is the whole, you see the path that you're on. This path is in your Minecraft path. And then if you go into the configs, you'll see a folder there called Building Gadgets 2 GUI. And that's where all these schematics are saved. So if we go into config, we have it here, and these are where all the data for the mod is being saved. You know, you can see that here, and also the trash. And so the way this works, I added a help so you can see how this works. And at the very end, here at the end, you can see kind of the basic workflow. So the first thing is that we have to copy blocks with the BG2 gadget. Let me check the key bindings. I don't know if I change them here. Yeah. I think by default I had changes to a left arrow, but that's used for something else. So I have to figure out good bindings for this. But you know, if you have a lot of mods, it's just going to be hard to set key bindings. But the main important one is this one, and I have it set to default to this backtick, whatever it's called. Obviously, you can change it to whatever you want. So let's go ahead and copy something. Let's just copy this kind of wall. So I'll select both corners, and we have it copied, right? And so with the mod, you can already paste this anywhere, right? Right now, you can see it there. You can paste that anywhere. Let's just go over here so we can and we have it there. Let's just undo that. And then, so we have the data. If we open up the mod, we can see that this button is now lit up because it knows it has data on the tool. So we can copy that, and we can see that we have copied that info, all that. We have copied that wall here. If you go into the M, by the way, these buttons are going to be across different screens. So M is going to be for your materials. In this case, we just have the same 19 chisel stone bricks. You can send that back to the tool if for whatever reason it got cleared from the tool, or you can clear it. But once you have the clipboard data here, you can go ahead and I'm going to go into my test folder, and I'm going to save that schematic here. And so I'm just going to call it test demo. And I'm sorry if you hear the dogs. I have the dog's neighbors are just relentless, and I have a window AC unit, so all the sound comes through the window. Let's just create a new tag. Let's just call it demo. And just for the sake of it, let's just say walls as well. I will save that. And now we have the schematic saved here with a bunch of information, the materials, etc. If I open up the actual disk directories, we see here our test schematic. Yeah, once you have a bunch of schematics, they'll show here. So we've talked about all these buttons and the clipboard. We can also clear the clipboard. And these other buttons here are just buttons to navigate and create a new folder. And we have a manage tags here. We can manage all the tags. We can add new tags from here. And we can also edit the current tags. On to the next. Here we can do some searching. Let's say that I want to look for the tables. We can see that here. Let's say that I want to look for walls with the tag. So I hit on the tag, and then I can see all of those. The history is for the clipboard. Once you have data in the clipboard, that's going to be saved here. Yeah, you can also clear all the history. There's also a trash. So once you delete something from here, schematic, it'll go into the trash, and it will stay there for, I believe the default is 30 days. But you can change this, you know, if you want more trash items, or if you want an indefinite. Now, I'm not sure if I kept to indefinite, did I? Let's see. Oh yeah. But default is to 50, and the retention day, I believe it goes to also infinity, or whatever days you want. And then after 30 days, it will clear the trash bin itself. And then I have if you have questions or how this tool works, you can go into this tab. Okay, so let's clear the data here. And let's just copy anything just so we can know that it works for sure with this schematic. So we'll copy this grass and then we'll just paste it here. So then let's go ahead and clear that. And let's just go into the paste tool, open up our schematics GUI. Let's go into the test so we can do this demo wall that we created earlier. From here, you can select send to tool and you will get this override warning, right? Because if you have something, it's going to override the data on your tool. So let's just say yes. And let's see, we have the data here. And we can paste it. Let's undo, actually, let's undo twice. Let's see what other schematics I have here. I have a mechanism. Let's just send that, see what it looks like. Let's set the index down. Yeah. And by the way, I have a PR open at the BG2 repo, which fixes pasting fluid in pipes for mechanism, but I believe that will fix the issue for other mods as well. And yeah, so that is the mod. It's the mod. So basically, the mod just is a sort of a schematic manager for the data and you save it onto disk. Yeah, and I have this PR, the PR 225 at the building edge to fix that issue where pipes are not getting copy. Pipes, basically any sort of block that has TE, tile entity data, basically is the non-graphical data that a block has. So for example, for these ones, the block can have, you could have water, you could have animations, etc. Also, these blocks from mechanism have other inputs, configurations that are stored into the TE, tile data, tile entity data. And those things are actually being copied, but they're not being pasted because the data is not saved by default. So that fixes, so you go from having to redo all these configurations and these connections into having a working machine. And you can see that was the original over here, and then I pasted it here. And if you ever want to, I believe there's, let's see. Is there a link here? Oh yeah. And this is the repo, and I have a branch where I do fixes. I'm probably gonna wait till the end of next month to do all these little small fixes and then push it out. And this is the same information that's on the repo. But if you have issues, please open up. If you have GitHub, open up here, or just go ahead and email me to my email, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Let's see. I think I cover everything. Search, history, trash. Yeah. If you have any sort of feedback on what you would like to see, shoot me an email. I should actually probably also open up the discussions here. I'll do it off camera, but I'll try to open up the discussions here. So if there's anything not issue related to the code or the mod, then we can paste it. We can do it on a discussion. Yeah, so you should see discussions here. So this will be for questions, maybe even feedback, but issues that you know for sure are bugs. Please go ahead and open up a new issue. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the mod for those people that want to save schematics across worlds. And I'll see you on the next video. I'm gonna try to do some dev blogs here in the next few days, maybe the next week, on progress on different projects that I'm working on. Thank you for watching.